Thanks for joining. And Sharing is Caring is one of the series we want to promote more. And if you look around what's happening in Europe, actually, with the high temperatures, a lot of drownings, and I don't know what happened in your country, but in Germany last weekend, 26 people drowned. 26, just on one weekend. Not astonishing, only males, either young ones or older ones, and I'm sure you all have similar numbers, unfortunately, in your countries as well. So it's maybe perfect timing to talk about lifeguards and lifeguarding and do that little webinar to look around in Europe where we have 40 member federations that can exchange, have good ideas, have material, have knowledge, and let's make the best out of it. And without further ado, back to Maria, because I think you're not curious or listening to my words, you're happy to listen to the experts.
Thank you so much, Dirk. So I'm from one of the member federations for the ILSE. I'm from Denmark. And besides that, I'm on the board of the Danish Council for Greater Water Safety. I'm a teacher of co-owner of Your Potential International Swimming Academy and the author of the book, The Essential Book of Water Competence. And then for why I'm here now is I am a member of the ILSE Drowning Prevention Commission, where I chair the Child Drowning and Education Work Group, which is the group who is actually planning these events. So if you have any comments, suggestion, anything, reach out to that group and we will be happy to support in any way we can. Today's theme is lifeguarding, and we have 3 speakers for today. And the first one is going to be Alexandre. And Alexandre, you're the president of, and I'm going to try to say this in Portuguese, so bear with me, the president of Federação Portuguesa de Nadadores Salvadores.
Top.
And for those not speaking as perfectly Portuguese as I am, that is in English, the Portuguese Federation of Life Saving Association. Then you have a lot of other titles in different associations, the Bugios Life Saving Association, Vice President of FLASH for Drowning Prevention and Research, guest teacher or guest lecturer at the School of Sports in, see now my Portuguese is coming to Santarém. And you've been working in the aquatic area and industry around safety, lifeguarding, education, and drowning prevention for, believe it or not, more than 25 years. And I find that astonishing, only being 35. I mean, 22 only. Okay. And then for the last thing, you're also a member of the ILSE Drowning Prevention Commission, where you chair the working group on water safety, coordination, advocacy, and planning. Wow. Welcome. Your turn, Alexandre.
Just Alex. So let me share the PowerPoint. And I believe you all are seeing. Yes, Maria? And hearing? It's all okay?
Yes. Yes.
Because I'm not seeing you. So
no, that's good.
So I'm going to talk about the team that is from baby swimming to lifeguard. This is a pathway that we have in our local lifeguard association. That is one of the association of the Portuguese Life Saving Federation, and we call it it's a 17-year education pathway. So how we create future lifeguards, and the big question is how can we create lifeguards until they have 18 years old? So because we all have lack of lifeguards in our countries, they all have high turnovers. We have difficulty in attracting these younger people to lifeguarding. So we start with a model that in Buzios, our local life-saving association, that we are from Coruche, the best town on the world. And we have a 17-year model that starts this year, 17 years before the lifeguard course. So we have just like a pipeline that starts from 6 months to they are lifeguards. And this course that they take, that's the key that we are going now to explain what we do with them. So we start with the aquatic education very early when they are 6 months old, because we put them in the water because we have a swim school in Corucci swimming pool. So they start building confidence, relationship with the aquatic environment, and this starts when they have 6 months also. The Lifeguard Association has also a swim school. So when they have 3 years old, our swim school is also a water safety school certified by the Portuguese Life Saving Federation, FEPAMS. And so when they have 3 years old in the swim school, they also learn water safety. They also learn how to measure risk and how to have a safe behavior and how to rescue themselves and another person. So this starts when they have 3 years old. After that, when they reach 11 years old, they can enter the junior lifeguard program. This program runs from the 11 years old to 17 years old. And this is a summer camp, 2 weeks summer camp, where they are with us all day from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And this program, this is also a FAPONS program. They learn CPR, first aid, water safety, water rescue, lifeguarding, also with another lot of things like they have jet ski that they can also travel. We have a camp, a night camp, and at the end of the camp, they also have like a festival where they show the families what they learn. And this summer camp, it has practical tests at the end and theoretical tests. We also elect the best junior lifeguard through these tests. The Team Spirit Award we also have, and this is also awarded at the final festivals. And if you think what we are doing is not only teaching skills, what we are doing is building identity. So when they enter this program at 11 years old, normally every year they return to the program until they reach the 17 years old. Also, at the same time, because it is just a summer camp, during the other months of the year, they have also the lifeguarding sport here in Coach. So we have a life-saving sport team where in life-saving sport you can have physical fitness, rescue skills, team spirit, leadership, and long-term commitment, because they not only are in touch with the water safety in the swim school, also in the life-saving sport, also in the junior lifeguard summer camp. So they are in touch with life-saving all year around, and we even go to schools, to public schools, giving lectures about water safety. So when they reach 18 years old, they enter the course, but what the course will certify, it's a lifeguard that already exists. So if you think they already are swimmers, they already are trained in safety and water safety, they already know CPR, they already know rescue principles, and they already belong to the organization. They already are a lifeguard. The course is just for certifying these persons that already have water safety in their blood, in their body. So what we do is educate so that they become life-saving tomorrow. So what we can say is that the junior lifeguards, they already present results. We have a lot of them in our summer lifeguards. So a lot of them become lifeguards in the summer. But beside of that, we have situations where they already have had help persons in emergencies, in first aid incidents, and recently we had 3 former junior lifeguards that perform CPR in a real situation for 50 minutes before the emergency services arrive. So this is an example that this is just one of a lot of examples where they already help other people, that they did something that is very, very positive. So this is the course that we did, and like we can say as a closing sentence, we are not we believe that lifeguards are not created during the course. What we believe that they are grown through educations. So through all this pipeline that we have in here. So our junior lifeguard program starts next Monday. We already have more 50 of them over there. So in the 23 of July, we start the lifeguard course. Until they already have that will have classes during all summer. So, and this is what we believe, and this is giving us results. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Alex. I love the sentence that you had. We are not only teaching skills, we are building identity. I wrote that down. I really think that is a great vision to have.
Thank you.
If you have any questions, either write them down for yourself or in the chat, and we're going to do all of the questions in the end. Because now I'm going to try to speak Swiss instead, because the next speaker is Marc, and I think Marc is one of those people who feel safety in his bones. It is running through his veins because he's been working formerly as a pilot, where you need to have that eye for safety constantly. And then I know you've also been taking some time off to living the dream, sailing on a private yachts around different areas of the world. I mean, a little bit jealous here. Then for over 10 years, been working for, and now bear with me, the Schweizerische Lebensrettungsgesellschaft.
Very good.
Thank you. And in English, that must be the Swiss Life Saving Society, the SLRG. And I think it's very close to the Deutsch version or the German version, where actually, thank you, Dirk, for this nice pen. You, Marc, are 10 years, more than 10 years in the SLRG, and it is both with the rescue, training and education, prevention, and risk management or risk assessment. But more than 15 years, you've actually also volunteered in Lucerne. Lucerne, is that pronounced correctly? Thank you. I see you smiling and nodding, so I'm almost fluent in Swiss also. And here you've been teaching Swift water courses, building Swift water rescue groups, supporting and leading water safety services on both small events, but also the big national events. And then we shouldn't forget that you're also part of the ILSE Rescue Commission. So, Marc, Swift water rescue.
Thank you very much, Maria. Yes, Swift water rescue, mainly rivers. That's definitely my topic. Pools is not really my water. To be honest, for me, it's a little bit boring. I am careful to say that because I know many of you, they love to be rather in a pool than in open waters. For me, it's more open water, as I mentioned, especially in rivers. Yeah, thank you for the introduction. I'm from Switzerland, absolutely. We have many rivers. big rivers, small rivers, kind of vertical rivers. Okay, they're called waterfalls. And I guess it's there are good reasons that Switzerland is very often also called the castle or the water castle of Europe. At least in the German language, we call it like that. But many big rivers are starting in Switzerland, going throughout all of Europe. So we probably know a little bit about waters. Now the topic of swift water rescue, swift water. I'm not native English speaking, so I try to define swift water. What does it actually mean? So I tried that. It looks a little bit like swift water. If we zoom out a little bit, okay, it's not that swift water we want to talk about. It's probably more like this way of swift water. And here we go. Probably most of you think that water of being swift water. We also call it white water because it's pretty white, there's a lot of air in it, and it's a completely different type of water than if we go in the open water of a lake, like the standing waters. I love to go into waters like that. Well, maybe this is a little bit too much. Here, accidents happen. We have to say this is really heavy, swift water. Probably I wouldn't go in there just for fun. Maybe in a case of rescue, who knows? But many people are using that type of waters for their sports, like canoeing or rafting. This is a little bit calmer. That's the type we go in, also for fun. Pretty sure that is still called swift water. Here it gets even more calmer, yes. In wintertime or after winter, it might also get into real white water as well. And then we have obviously also these more or less creeks. Is this swift water as well? It's still flowing. For us in Switzerland, we take it all more or less into the same type of water. We're always talking about moving waters, flowing waters. What we have probably most, and many people swimming in this type of water, the big rivers or also smaller rivers. And in Switzerland, we offer, as SLRG, we offer courses to go into these types of water, and we stick to this type of water, not so much into the white water, because the majority of people are swimming in these rivers. We have many teachers. They go with their classes on their excursions into lakes, into rivers, at rivers, and that's also a big group, target group in our courses, which we teach. Definitely also like leaders of scouting groups or similar groups with young people. So we have many of these courses throughout Switzerland. We call them just a river course. And we put a big emphasis on prevention. The prevention starts already in general open water, where we have our, in Switzerland, famous, hopefully famous, swimming safety rules or Baderegeln, which are 6 rules. We think that if everybody would go along them, we probably wouldn't have any drownings. So they are pretty simple. Watch your children. Don't drink alcohol. Don't go into the water if you're under the influence of drugs. Be careful jumping into water because of the temperature difference, and so on. For us, probably, especially the people being here now interested in all the water safety, it's pretty obvious. But we see it's not that obvious for normal people out there going into waters. So we really try to promote them. We also have many tourists in Switzerland. So we also have them in all kinds of different languages. And going into flowing water again, we have a similar set of rules, also 6 rules for going into rivers. Swimming in the river, but also using like these simple rubber boats. Wear a life jacket, please. Don't overload the boat. Still don't drink alcohol. That comes through the other 6 rules. Don't connect those boats together. You cannot properly maneuver again, and so on and so forth. Again, also these we have in all different languages. I think about 17 languages of Europe, but also further internationally. And for me personally, the most important rule is to have people going and have a look on the water to scout out the waters where they want to go. With other words, go and do some planning. Have a look on the waters. Where are some obstacles? Where are some weirs where you really want to get out before and enter the river afterwards again? So you see already on these rules, we put them under the topic of prevention. We want to really get them to the people that they hopefully follow them. Another big part on basically planning is, especially for the groups or for the people who are responsible for a group, do some planning. And sorry for not translating it. It's in German, French, or Italian. Do some planning. Start thinking about where are you going. And this is taught in Switzerland for the lake courses and also river courses, how we call them. And it's basically a structured brainstorming. Horizontally, we have the time scale, like long before an event or an activity, then shortly before the activity and during the activity. Think about different topics on weather and water. If we are planning far ahead, we should start thinking about what will the temperatures of the water be? Will it be cold water? Could there be some problems on that? And so on. Also, in rivers, obviously, how strong will the water be flowing? In, let's say, March, we barely have any flow, whereas in July, August, we have probably quite strong currents in the river. It makes a big difference if you're going in there with some groups. And then on the right-hand side, Mensch means people. Think about participants. What type of participants do we have on our activity? Are those all beginners, or do they already have high level of competence in flowing water? So all that makes a difference. And out of those thoughts, we try to find out where could be some risks. We put them in a kind of scale, put a color on it. If the color is red, that means that the impact could be a high impact, so could be maybe a catastrophic impact. Somebody could die because of a certain risk. We definitely have to do something against it. That's kind of obvious among us, I'm sure. But we also teach that we are trying to find out some countermeasures and then think still, okay, with these countermeasures in force, can we live with that outcome if still happens something? At the same time, we try to find out for any risk if we have some abortion criteria. So, as an example, general risk are probably thunderstorms, like with lightning strikes. So we try to find some countermeasures. Could be, watch out for them. Check it visually, that's pretty obvious, but also maybe use an app on a weather radar. You see them coming, even if they're coming around the mountains, especially for us here in Switzerland. And then it could be an abortion criteria. As soon as the thunderstorm or the cell itself comes as close as, 10 kilometers, maybe 5 kilometers, we abort the activity, we get out of the water and are more or less safe there. So those are the thoughts we are teaching people to do, to plan ahead. And hopefully with that, they can really have a safe activity. As I mentioned, not only for rivers, but also for lakes, everything which is out in the open, but especially for rivers, it's very, very important, since people are just put away or going with the flow if everything works out well. Obviously, our work is not only in prevention, in the theoretical part, in the dry, but we also go out, have a look on the rivers, usually the river where we go in again. We try to match the theory with what we see, different types of current, and we observe. We start to scout the river parts we're going in. And then also with the practical part, experience should help to see where the risks could be. In the course, obviously, we teach them how to get in, how to get out, how to behave in the water, how do we swim in the water, like passive and active. We go into just missing now the English word, the water behind obstacles where it's calm, the eddies, right? And obviously working also with rescue equipment. The probably most prominent rescue equipment in flowing rivers is the throw bag. Here, even together with our colleagues from Norway, we had a training or a session here with Egil. It's not very difficult to throw a throw bag, but with a little bit of practice, you will be more successful. That's basically what we teach in our courses for the public. Participants are, as I mentioned, mainly teachers, people who are leading groups, but we also have parents in there. We have people that are just interested in the topic. They want to do some training, they want to know more about it, and we're very happy with that. We have one of the main topics on this session here is lifeguarding. So this obviously goes also in lifeguards, which are supervising an area along a river. From SLRG, we don't have many people from the association doing this type of lifeguarding. It is mainly, these are the people that are employed by the company doing that. But the education we still have. We also have a different area of lifeguarding, or the lifeguards which come into effect once something happened. In Switzerland, unfortunately, it's not SLRG doing that, or in the majority part of Switzerland, it's usually the police or people of the fire brigade who go and run if really something happens. Go there, try to save as much as still as possible. To be honest, in flowing rivers, this is not always the case. Unfortunately, very often it's just trying to get out the victims which are already dead, because as soon as you have the head underwater, there's very little time to really help. But as I said, police, fire brigades are usually doing it. Still, we have many, many volunteers which are that enthusiastic and trying to build up groups. I'm trying to do that the same here in Lucerne. And we just go a little bit further. We do more training. We go into different kind of waters. Here again, this session with our colleague from Norway, in stronger currents, in more white water. We obviously also train what happens if someone is unconscious. He cannot grab a throw bag anymore, so we really have to go in. We have different possibilities, different techniques to do that. And we also train what is happening if we come into an obstacle, which primarily we try to avoid, but then it could still happen. And here in the picture in the middle, it's a kind of a pipe. We call it a strainer. It's a training device where we train how to deal with obstacles in a safe way, because here we can just open up the strainer, and then we're safe. We cannot entangle ourselves anymore. And different areas, different locations, which offer possibilities to really train with strong currents, which are not found everywhere. But we try to bring our levels on a level where we really could support police or fire brigade if something happens. We have very few groups in Switzerland, let's say about 3 or 4, which are already supporting officially the police forces, and that works very well. As I mentioned, other enthusiastic people here in Switzerland, volunteers, are trying to put in the same groups. On the end, we might be able also to help people in really rough conditions. The people in canoes, they usually know what they're doing, but still something can happen. And that needs many, many people to start a rescue to really help those people. Well, that's what we do in practice, a lot of practice we do. We have different things we can offer, public courses, but also within our, we call them sections or local groups, what we do just on ourselves to bring our level of competence up. If you have any questions, Maria already mentioned it, put it in the chat or at the end, or if they come up after the session today, of course, you're most welcome also to contact direct me and probably also everyone else or via Maria, via ILSE for further questions or informations.
Thank you so much, Marc. In the beginning, you say that you like the open water or the swift water more than the pool water and the still water, and it had me reflect also on when we look at the drowning statistics and where people learn to swim, there is a huge difference. So a lot of people learn to swim in the pools and the calmness of the pools, and then they go to the beaches or the rivers and swim, and that is where the drownings happen. So that is very interesting with that perspective. And we don't have a lot of swift water in Denmark. I mean, boring country for you, it would be.
You still have a few rivers, don't you?
But they are not very swift. You would be surprised. It is so boring. We have the beaches where we can get waves, but that's about it. Yeah. So thank you very much. And now we're turning Spanish. And I see that the full name is actually Javier, but I was introduced to this man as Javi. So that's what I'm going to say. And I'm going to try to speak Spanish. But Javier is going to talk about something different. We're going into some more tech-wise things. And Javi, he holds a PhD in sports science and is director of performance development and research at Real Federación Español de Salvamento y Socorrismo. Thank you. The last word is really not good for me. That means in English, Royal Spanish Life Saving Federation. And you are also a lecturer at the University of Vigo and the founder of Ngram, where you developed offline AI tools and the creative unit. It's a lot of tech that I don't know that much about, so I'm really looking forward to this. And you're going to talk about a tracking app for lifeguards, and we're very excited to hear about this. So, Javi or Javier, welcome.
Javi. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful to be here today and to have the opportunity to present my small project designed to try to help lifesavers in their daily work. I think better is to see the application, and I take you my own website to can download the application. I go to present compare. Sorry, ventana. Okay, I think you can see my own page. At first, you can go to solutions, go to this. This is the program, and download the demo. Is at now it's only a demo, and when you have the download, you click in there, and you stay in the program. Yes, this is the program. I make a zoom to see better the program. Okay. This project started with one simple idea, taking care of those who take care of others. This is the idea. You could say it aims to be the lifeguard of the lifesavers. The name is the Lifeguard Pro. ChatGPT thinks this is more cool than only lifeguard. And in the program, you can go to the profiles first, and you can click in the demo and go the log. And you can make a full beach day or pool day or beach morning only. Go to the full beach day to explore the program and continue. In this page, you can put if the day is hot, mild, or extreme hot. In Spain, we have a lot of extreme days of hot, and the temperature is put automatically, but you can go up or down. The sun exposure, direct sun, partial, outshade, normally direct sun, and the hours of your work, your daily work, and continue. This is an example. The hours in the tower, walking in the sun, stay standing. Yes. You training today or not? You made some training yet? No training, light, moderate. Normally lifesavers training all the days, or the lifesavers that I know it. And this is a critical event if you have a critical event, but to put after the day, not before the day. This is only the part of after the day. And you can put a rescue, a CPR, a first aid, a rescue, 10 minutes of rescue. And all of this activity it means calories, energetic consuming. Go to continue. You sleep well. Hours of sleep. You are good today. Yes, normal. Try it. Calculate recommendations. And basically, you spend in the day these calories, and you need to repose 4 liters of fluids at these days, approximately, with an extreme thermal for the sun and a moderate load. You have this information: high heat stress, increased breaks and sick shade, high UV and critical events longer. If you have a critical event, you need to drink extra and have an extra snack at the day. And pass by phase, the plane, the hydration plane, you can see in here. Before the work, and during the work. And if you want, or you can make a sport drinks. You can buy a sport drink, or you can make your own sport drinks. How to make your own sport drinks? Yes, you have in this part of the application how you can make this special drink. Yeah. And your nutrition about the day. How many macros you need to eat, and a meal plan is only a demo. It's only a idea to meal plan along the day. And finally, your recovery. What you need to make a good recovery in the rest of the day. You can generate a little report with all of this information, like a PDF. And if you go to the profile, you can make your own profile, make your data. Your data is saved, and in the log, in the first part, go at the first. You can make here the profile. And to make some info about the hydration and the information of nutrition, I have a little bit recommendations in this part of info. Who means dehydration, who means energy deficit, who say the science of hydration, general recommendations, and all the scientific reference. All of the program is built on this scientific reference. Okay. This is the program, a little resume. In my own page, you can go to this tutorial and watch a little video of 1 minute to resume all the information. Okay, I stay here. And the solution, I think, is application that supports the lifeguard through the day. The program provides personalized recommendations for hydration and nutrition, rest and recovery. It also considers work schedules and environmental conditions, and we can develop other type of programs around this program. In the future, it's possible to use the feedback that I have of this day to continue improving the program, and it's possible to in the future be a other program that can communicate with this application. And if you are a beach coordinator, you can organize all the schedules of your lifesavers, and you made a QR code that the lifesaver can take a photo. These schedules come back to your own application, and all of your data, all of the data that you put in the lifesavers application is only for the lifesaver. All the data don't go out of his phone. I think this is important to preserve the own data. Only the coordinator, the beach coordinator, made the schedules, and you can take a photo. The schedules are form part of your app, and all of data of your day is only for you. It's only for you. I think this is a good a future develop, and no more. Thank you very much for your time, and I will be happy to answer any question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Javi. And in a minute, you are allowed to ask questions. I have a question first for Javi, but in the meantime, if anybody else want to ask questions, if you don't want to speak on the camera as it is recorded, put it in the chat, or else you can raise your hand so we know that you want to ask a question. But Javi, it's actually two questions.
Okay.
What will be the price of the app for the users?
Okay, yeah.
Two, when is it being launched?
Okay, the price is a gift for all the European life-saving federations. It's a gift for me and for my own federation, for us. I repeat, this is only a demo. We need the feedback to make a final version of another version, but it is a gift for all of own lifesavers. If we finally made the other program to the beach coordinator, I don't know. I need to study, because it's another program. It's more difficult to make it. But this first app, the personal app, is for all of you.
So do I hear you say it's for free?
Yeah,
for the lifeguard. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a present for you.
and when is it set to be launched?
I don't know. At now you can download and you can use it. It's like a web page. It's HTML. You can download, and you can go from my website and you can download and you can use it. And if it's possible, if you use it, you made me the feedback of the application to improve them. And with this feedback, I can put, I don't know, 1-2 months to improve this feedback and make the final version app that you can go to Google Store and download.
Thank you very much. And I see Dirk is writing, so offer from ILSE. Once ready to go, happy to promote and link with our ILSE website, so more lifeguard may come and try it out.
Yes, if it's possible, this is a good idea. It's the best idea for me to make this application in the ILSE website. Yeah, of course.
Thank you, Dirk. Any other questions or comments for both Javi, Alex, and Marc? I'm looking around, so please, if I miss anybody, let me know. Antonio is driving, so he will have to speak if he needs to say anything. Dirk, I think you are the first raising your hand.
Let me try to do a little bit more ice breaking. So first, some advertisement. Marc, thanks, great presentation. And you know that our friends from Austria also have similar landscapes like you have. And together with Gerald Innerwinkler, we were creating the idea that within ILSE, we want to generate an international standard for swiftwater rescue. We tried to organize a course this year. We were a little bit late, so we failed to get enough people in. We will now try again for next year. And please, if you're interested, we want to have a cross-European team really putting heads together and talk about this special kind of water. and we have chosen a place in Tyrol where we have guaranteed white water. So it will be theoretical part and practical part, so you get wet. But I think it's a good opportunity, and we do see more and more needs because also more and more leisure activities move into this kind of water. Yeah? So that's the advertisement closed. So if you're interested, look at our website. We will publish quite soon the new date, and then you can plan accordingly. And yes, I know Switzerland is beautiful. Austria is nearly as beautiful as well. Having said this, there's one more thing Marc didn't tell you. They have one super good idea in Switzerland. If you go for a swim in Basel in the Rhine, you're kindly asked to take your fishli. And fishli is nothing else than a watertight bag in a very bright collar to put your clothes in and get it with you, because you swim in the river for a distance, you don't have to walk back. But it also is a floating aid, and it makes you very easy visible. Yeah, so it's stringed to your body, and it keeps you afloat in case of emergency. And guess what? Also on the lakes and other places, you see people using these little devices. Yeah. And by the way, you can put some promotional information on it, so it may be good for your federation. I think the Swiss people already have it. So there's a word to share, which is to swipe, to steal with pride. So if somebody has a good idea, feel free to copy, but remind where was the originator. And then I have a question for Alex. You said they come back every year. So is there a localization in this program you do? So it's done across Portugal, or you unite all the people in one place?
Well, our program is run by each of the local lifeguard associations. So the program is run by the local association, supported by the federation. So we have some of these running all around the country. So this one that I was talking was in Coruche, so run by Búzios, but we also have another association that also have. So when they in here, we do it since 2005. So it's the 22nd edition that we are running this year. And what we observe is that when they come the first year, normally they come when they have 11, 12 years old, because of the team spirit, because of all the event and everything, they return every year. We even have a joke that they don't let parents have holidays in this week, in these 2 weeks. So we have parents that say to us, I cannot put holidays in these 2 weeks. My child don't allow me. So, but this is very.
That's great. And I think Icebreaker was successful. Now we have an additional hand raised, please.
Yes. Now. And I think it says, I see two people in the picture where the hand is raised. So Jelle Schwers, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly.
Almost, good enough.
Almost.
Good enough. Yes, I'm Jelle from the Netherlands. And I have a question for Alexander. I was wondering if you have any kind of documentation about the program you have, because we are updating our programs for people until 18 years old in the Netherlands. Maybe we can learn something from your program.
Yeah, we are happy to share. Sharing is caring, like Maria says. So we are happy to share. We already arranged this program in the federation, so that we can help the local associations. We can share with you the materials. It's in Portuguese, but you can translate it. There's no problem. And we have similar. What we ask the federations, the associations, is that they put some of the topics that they can develop as they want. But some of the topics, like life-saving, must have life-saving sport, must have CPR, must have first aid, must have water safety. These are some of the requests, but you can share with us. Just send us an email for the federation, and we can happily share.
Yeah, we will send an email.
Thank you, Jelle, and thank you, Alex. So I'm gonna start wrapping up. So if anybody has any questions, you are welcome to contact the ILSE or the 3 speakers afterwards. But for now, keeping the time, because I'm very keen on keeping the time. Danish time is on time, not as good as the German and the Swiss, but still trying to manage the time okay. So thank you very much, Javi, Alex, and Marc, for taking your time to share. It is very much appreciated. And thank you, Dirk, for joining also to give some of your thoughts and to represent the ILSE also. And for the participants, thank you very much. This will come out as a recording on the ILSE channel. And we have more events coming up also, so I hope to see you all at those events. But for now, stay safe, and as a clever person once said, remember to have some serious fun. And I will see you at the next events.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Bye.